We've been talking to a number of young influencers. Many of them have different talents. They do comedy, they dance, they sing. What's your talent?
Get the out of here and go.
If I want to have my titties out on the beach, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna have my titties out and be like, oh my God, I can't believe they caught me with my boobs out.
Is she the stupidest person you ever met?
She has a look of vacancy on her face that is really unparalleled.
At one point, it seemed like the reality TV star's dating life was a revolving door of some of the hottest men in Hollywood.
She's cold-blooded. Can't make a hoe a housewife. Let her do what she was born to do. Hoe.
You slept with 6 people to get to me. Shut up.
Everything that our family does is a reflection on the other people. I mean, humiliating the family, and that's what I did.
Oh my gosh, Alice, you're out.
Kim Kardashian West wants to become a lawyer.
Yes.
You've turned you into an empire worth in excess of $100 million, I've read.
So I would think that has to involve some kind of talent.
Over the past decade, Kim Kardashian has become one of the most notable figures in pop culture. You might love her, you might hate her, or you might used to hate her, but now you're loving what she does with criminal justice. One thing is sure though, you know that Kim Kardashian is the queen of social media. I mean, she changed the game. Thanks to the help of her marketing genius mother, a slew of controversy, and consistently capturing the attention of audiences, well, Kim has been able to take over multiple industries, including fashion, makeup, video games, and she's now entering into the professional field of law. But before all of this success, well, Kim's always had fame on her mind. She was just searching for a way to have her name known, and with the help of her friends Paris Hilton, and one singer in particular, well, she had everybody waiting for her next move.
How are you famous?
How am I famous?
Yeah. That's up for question 2.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden here for you on Before They Were Famous, documenting the life and career of Kim Kardashian prior to fame, this time hitting you with an epic version. We really have turned over every stone and unlocked things you've never heard before to make this video extra special. Over the last couple of weeks, we've dropped some epic bios on the likes of Drake, Post Malone, and her husband Kanye West. Now, we only do these for those who have achieved a certain level of fame, and there's no denying that Kim Kardashian is one of the most famous people in the world. Now, like our other series, it's up to you guys to tell us who to document next in an epic video, but let's just get into this one. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Kimberly Noel Kardashian was born on October 21st, 1980 in Los Angeles, California, to parents Robert Kardashian and Chris Hooten. Now, her father is of Armenian descent and her mother is of Dutch, English, Irish, and Scottish ancestry. Now, as you all know, Kim, she grew up in a family of sisters. The oldest is Kourtney, she had a younger sister, Khloé, and eventually, after her mother remarried Bruce Jenner, well, she would have 2 new baby sisters, Kylie and Kendall. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot about Rob. But I feel like I'm not the only one who occasionally forgets that that guy even exists. Sorry, Rob. I mean, he did get reportedly with Lisa Ann, so good for him.
Outside of the show, Bruce and I are extremely close. Like, him and I golf all the time. We race cars, him and all his my stepbrothers.
Believe it or not, the church was actually a big part of Kim's childhood, attending service every Sunday. Now she attends Sunday service with her husband, so I guess, well, not much has changed. In preschool, Kim was in the same class as none other than Paris Hilton, but Paris was far from the only celebrity she was around as a kid. Her 14th birthday party was actually celebrated at Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch, which seems a little odd for Michael, you know what I mean? I mean, he's not into the girls. Maybe they invited Rob, I don't know. Now, Kim always saw a vision for herself and knew exactly where she wanted to be when she got older. Now, at 14 years old, her father bought her makeup lessons at Joe Blasco School of Makeup for Christmas. At 14, she also recently admitted to lying about her age so that she could be featured in one of Tupac's music videos. But basically, everything Kim did growing up was centered around her goal of one day becoming famous.
My name's Kim Kardashian. I'm the dopest and the ropest person in this class. And does everyone get a tape of this? Because I hope you do so you can see me when I'm famous and older and remember me.
Now, the O.J. Simpson trial combined with some infidelity by Kris Jenner, well, that would result in a divorce for her parents. Then Bruce Jenner, he came into the family and their notoriety continued to increase. Now, Bruce was an Olympic gold medal winner and he was actually the one people were taking selfies with back in the day. He was actually the most famous of them all.
Girls happy to be here?
Yeah.
Yes, I think they are. It's a little crowded. It's a little crowded.
Better question, how happy are you?
Yes, yes.
so happy.
Yeah. As a teenager, Kim, she attended Marymount High School, which was an all-girls private school. Now, at the same time, she dated TJ Jackson from the R&B group 3T and son of Tito Jackson for 2 years. And they even went to prom together.
They're family to me because when my mother passed, Chris and the whole family really took me in. And you know, I'm telling you guys, I was so shook when my mother passed.
I can imagine, bro.
Now, this would become her first in a list of famous boyfriends, but at home, everything seemed to be piling up and things got hectic for the Kardashian family. As I mentioned, the O.J. Simpson murder trial, it really took a toll on Kris and Robert's marriage. Now, Robert, he was defending O.J. in the trial, and as you can probably guess, well, there was a lot of tension in the household during this time period. It eventually got so bad that it led to Kris and Robert's marriage ending. Now, she also had it on with some other dude, and Robert, well, he just couldn't stand for that. Now, Kim, she graduated from high school and got a job in the family business, which at this point was not yet reality TV. She worked for her father's company called Movie Tunes, Inc. The company supplied movie theaters with music to play in between films, but shortly after, she changed up her career plans and became a stylist to one of her closest friends. Now, at this point, Paris Hilton was a reality star who was pretty much famous for being herself and for having a sex tape. Now, Kim saw how Paris was moving around Hollywood and had made a name for herself known all over the world. And Kim knew that she could create similar fame if she had the right connections. So Kim worked for Paris doing everything from helping her with styles to allegedly giving her a foot massage. In return, Kim was invited to all the hottest parties, events, and of course, she was introduced to all of Paris's famous friends. Now, eventually, she became a stylist for Brandy and Lindsay Lohan. Not a bad roster of talent, and that's how she was introduced to Brandy's brother, Ray J. We'll get back to that in just a minute. Now, Kim, she even appeared on a few episodes of Paris's show, The Simple Life, which would be her first of many appearances on reality TV.
In the Hollywood Hills, and this happens to be one of her closets.
I love this closet, it's so good.
But Kim actually started getting paparazzi attention after she went on a movie date with Nick Lachey one afternoon. Now, at the time, Nick, he was fresh off a divorce with Jessica Simpson.
You obviously went on a date back in the day with Kim Kardashian.
That's the rumor.
Yeah.
Now, what many people don't know is that this was actually a huge moment for Kim, who claimed the date, it changed a lot for her.
But the night after she went out with you, her life changed and people started taking her picture and calling her name after she went with you.
Now, the paparazzi, they somehow knew where they were so they could come and take pictures. Now, I'm not going to name any names, but one in particular comes to mind.
Oh, but that's kind of interesting that the paparazzi mysteriously popped up.
They did pop up, but they have a way of knowing where these things happen. How they find out, I don't know, and I don't
Chris!
Chris! But it appeared that shortly afterwards, she found love with music producer Damon Thomas. In 2000, at 19 years old, the two got married in Vegas. Now, the marriage had lasted for about 3 years, but the relationship was both toxic and abusive, and the two divorced shortly afterwards. Now, during the divorce process, Kim began dating Brandy's brother, Ray J. Now, we don't know a whole lot about the relationship, but we do know that they got past first base based on some video evidence. Now, in 2007, what is now known simply as the Kim K sex tape, it leaked online. Now, Kim later expressed that she was on ecstasy when she got married to Damon and when she filmed that tape.
I didn't know you got high.
I got married on ecstasy.
I had no idea.
No, the first time.
I did ecstasy once and I got married. I did it again. I made a sex tape. Like everything bad would happen.
Now, no one can be certain whether the tape was leaked on purpose or if it was supposed to be released officially later on, but either way, it was viewed by millions of people after Vivid Entertainment distributed the tape under the title Kim K Superstar. Now, Kim, she sued Vivid for $5 million, but eventually dropped the suit. Ironically, that tape, it would make her much more than $5 million soon afterwards. Now, everyone's favorite momager and the greatest marketing genius in the business, Kris Jenner, she saw her daughter's sex tape as an opportunity for the whole family to eat. Now, Kris, she pitched the idea of a reality show based on the entire family to Ryan Seacrest, and she would call the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now, Kim and Ray J, they didn't last long as a couple, while Kim was launched to superstardom. And while no baby was made, well, the Kardashians, they were reborn. Now, Kim dated a lot of very famous people. In fact, Nick Lachey, he wasn't the most famous Nick she was with. She briefly dated Nick Cannon. She also dated Reggie Bush.
Do you think it's a coincidence that Reggie Bush's wife looks just like you? I don't.
For a while, she kept it in the NFL, dating Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Miles Austin, before briefly moving on to model Gabrielle Aubry. But then Kim, she moved over to a different league and found her true love. Now, Kim, she started dating NBA player Chris Humphries at the end of 2010. And by May of the next year, well, she was already engaged. Things kept moving fast and the two got married on August 20th, 2011.
You know, you should really take it slow.
Didn't you get married both times after a couple of months?
But as quick as it came, it went just as quickly. Now the couple divorced after 72 days. Now I wonder if it had anything to do with her diamond earrings. But beyond the lack of success in her dating life, the family's TV show was booming. Now whether you loved them or hated them, everyone was tuned in to see what the Kardashians were doing. I mean, you couldn't seem to go a week without hearing about one of the sisters on TMZ. Kris Jenner beautifully orchestrated her family's lives into an empire and has managed to keep their name relevant for over a decade. Now with any success comes detractors, and not everyone was a fan of the family. Countless articles were written about how the family was bad for America, celebrities were calling them idiots, and reporters were claiming that they lacked talent.
You don't really act, you don't sing, you don't dance, you don't have any, forgive me, any talent.
But we're still entertaining people.
Although I would argue that being able to keep the attention of millions of people for this long, well, that in fact is actually talent. They're like the first true YouTubers. Now after years of struggling to find the right person, well, Kim, she finally found true love with none other than Kanye West. Apparently the two had been hooking up for a while, and then when he found out she got married again, and he had missed the boat, well, he decided to get his act together and told her that he wanted to be with her. Kim appeared in his music video for Bound 2, he appeared in some episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and he rapped about her in songs, even threatening to have Jay-Z drop Kris Humphries from the Brooklyn Nets. Although I don't think you needed to do anything to get Kris dropped. I think his performance on the court, well, it spoke for itself.
I traded him to Kris Humphries' entourage.
You know what I see in that mirror? I see a changed man.
What do you see, Maurice?
I see a guy. A cool guy.
Yeah, cool guy.
On New Year's, Kanye and Kim, they announced that they would be having their first baby. Northwest was born, and the Kardashian West family began. Kim Kardashian's legs blew open and a girl came out. We have the name, we got all the information you need, because this is I.O. I'm Michael McCrudden. They eventually would have two more children, Saint, Chicago, and Sam, as they continue to grow their family. Now, Kanye and Kim, they got married in 2014, and the two had a beautiful wedding with all of their friends present. Well, that is with the exception of Rob and Jay-Z and Beyonce. They didn't go. Now, Kim didn't seem fazed. She continued to break the internet. A few months later, she posed naked for Paper magazine, and then she went on a run of dropping provocative Instagram selfies, each time shutting down the internet and even getting a hilarious reaction from Kanye on some of them. But believe it or not, Kanye, he isn't always a fan of the bikini pictures.
And you can get in trouble with your husband sometimes over too many photos like that.
Oh, I was going to ask if Kanye, if that bothers him.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Now, Kim, she even sold a book that consisted of a collection of her selfies that she fittingly titled Selfish. But her business, it extended far beyond just her looks. Now, she created a game and her own Bitmoji collection, which raked in over $70 million a year. But just when Kim seemed to have the life that she always wanted, well, she was robbed while in Paris. Not Paris Hilton, not inside her friend, she was in France.
My door was open like this, and then I saw two guys holding another guy down in police uniforms.
Now the situation was so serious that Kanye, he even ended his show early after hearing the news.
I'm sorry, this is a family emergency, I have to stop the show.
He's kidding. Now, Kim says the event was actually a life-changing one for her, and it gave her a new perspective on things.
Yeah,
you can cry.
It was meant to happen to me. Like the things, I really feel like things happen in your life to teach you things.
Shortly afterwards, Kim began a journey of criminal justice reform. Kim met with President Trump about the pardoning of Alice Johnson, who was eventually granted clemency. And Kim, she continued to help people who were locked up unjustly or for an unjust amount of time. Now it seems like she is just getting warmed up as she's studying to become a lawyer. No one saw that coming.
She's also one of the most successful people in the entertainment business. Soon she'll be one of the most successful lawyers. I hate to tell all my lawyers back there. But I knew her father, and I tell you, she's got good genes, that I can tell you. Good genes for everything.
Now, Kim is set to take the California bar exam to become a licensed attorney in 2022. And I think she'll probably dominate the field as well. Now, everything Kim has put her mind to, she's accomplished, besides her singing career. But we'll forget about that one. And I got a feeling that she could one day run for office. And, well, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to say that she could win a seat in the White House. Wow. Who knows? The way the world is going, she could even become president. Oh, God. But I guess we'll have to wait and see, and I'll have to update this video. For now, we're gonna wrap this one up because this is Before They're Famous. My name is Michael McCradden, and we jam-packed as much information and clips as we could for you guys in this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let us know by hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Thank you to the Fame Gang who stuck around till the end. Really appreciate it. It's really good for the algorithm. Let us know who's next, you know where. I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!